A pleasant good evening to each and every one of you in Georgetown, Guyana and the diaspora. Fellow citizens, every time I sit down and I think of the two major races in Guyana, while you, the blacks, are condemning the white people for slavery, because the Indians are not racial, they are about money, gold. They are about being number one because they came out of a system called the caste system. While you, the African descendant like the Amerindian, came from tribal affair. You should count your lucky star. Being a black person out of Africa 100 years ago, today you are enjoying what your grandparents have suffered for. You're a soccer player making millions and billions. You are a basketball player making millions and billions, and I'm going to repeat this. A famous basketball player in America, a black brother. He's as tall as a giant. I didn't hear he sponsor any one of the African children who are suffering in Mother Africa. And I don't hear he sent anything there or any one of the blacks. Don't get me wrong, in America. But then again, they say what the right hand do, the left hand must not know. And maybe you're doing it, I don't know. But I want to know. Madonna is a white woman. She had black children. She went to court in Malali, where the father claimed that he did not give Madonna the child. At least I would say it's alleged, because this news today you can't trust it. And many more children being adopted by white people. In America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, France, Holland, and Belgium. Why you, the black man and woman, as billionaires and millionaires living in America, in a place where your great-grandparents was in the cotton field and was a slave, as you say, but you forget. If Abraham is our great-grandfather, as you said, he was a black man, he fucked, and I say, he fucked his slave. If you were living today, you would have been in jail. Take Bill Crosby. He was accused of crime and went to prison. But other people do something, hang themselves in jail. I don't want to call people names. With all we might say about the European as the white man this, the white man that. From 1947 to now, many African nations was free like India. What you all accomplish in Africa? What you accomplish in India? Today, it's alleged Prime Minister Modi, or whatever his name is, he and his family own the wharf, the airport, and want to own many other things. Like Abacha of Nigeria and Mr. Mugabe of former South Africa. Rhodesia, sorry. Where did they put their money? They dead and gone, and they leave Africa in cash. We chase the European as the white man out of India, backward go home. We chase him out of Africa, the last African nation to fail. Thanks to another white man here, Ronald Reagan, with the clock, had to give up that place and lose Nelson Mandela, a great leader, a man in our time. Friends, why am I telling you all this? You, the black people in Guyana, I got your blood in me, so I can tell you here today. And you, the Indian, no crime shall go unpaid. Nothing lasts forever. Leaders come and go. The great Colonel Gaddafi was murdered in his own country after turning a desert into a forest, and had thousands of houses for foreigners to come and live, work, earn a good salary to take back to their parents and family. And if you make a child in Libya, they're all citizens. But if you make one in Prophet Muhammad country, peace be unto him as the last messenger, Saudi Arabia, your ass have no citizenship. At modern day of today, it is on Facebook. They're raping and killing the young African women and men, enslaving the Pakistanis, the Bangladesh, the Koreans, the Philippines, and others. and that's supposed to be the land of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him. You mean to tell me since Muhammad died, 700 or 500 years or more ago, Allah forget or he get Alzheimer's, he don't remember that he have to send some other messengers? We killed them all, you fools. And if black people were Moses, Muhammad, Jesus, and y'all were the Pharaoh, I don't hear much of that. And Abraham was a black man, but y'all better wake up and start to think what wrong y'all have done. Make y'all have to be like this how you are. I got some blood in me, so I got to talk to represent a little. I would have rather my mother had a bloody abortion than to come to hear you Guyanese, blacks, and Caribbean talk about white man. I've been to 87 countries, you fools. There's good and bad in every race. You was a slave from the biblical time, even on to till when the European arrived, with no education. You was with the Pharaoh. You was with the Caesar. You was with many leaders, and you ruled Spain for 700 years. I was saying 5, but I was corrected thanks to my critics. Sometimes they leave me apart. I don't hear you all talk about it, but you, the black man of Africa, you have a disease, a curse. I'm going to tell you it. Now, I don't want to say you also condemn every, because I'm talking about goats, sheep, and the behavior. There's still a lot of good one of you moral standard. A lot of you believe in 7 and 10 wives, child mother, and they believe in call you child father. Are we in a breeders club? That you're breeding every woman to make sure you're dead and gone and they become your slave in your farm? I was in Senegal too, man. I was shocked when the imam take me to the village and meet wife 1, wife 2. I would want to know when he stopped, because I was starting to develop an appetite and a thirst for more than one woman too. But when I realized the one who gave birth to me was a corrupt woman, and the Chinese one, that's why I never marry an Indian woman. I rather deal with black mixed up race and Chinese. Because you Indian women don't satisfy with your man. Like my brother's wife, Indra Sigobin, a piece of garbage that my Indian mother put with my brother. And I give you the word, ladies and gentlemen, Indian family. She said, when my brother returned from a trip, I was in the yard concreting it. His name is Alexander, like the Greek leader, but this one here, something wrong with him. I should have killed him and I shoot him, but I shoot him on his foot. If I killed him, then I wouldn't get jail because I was just a young guy. Maybe I should have aimed the gun to his bloody brain, or make a crutch control him. You Indian women, they're good among you know. But you cannot trust no woman, black, brown, yellow, green, and purple. You deceive Adam. You get rid of Samson by poison. And you use your body and your entertainment to conquer without firing one bullet or lifting a sword, because you received the sword or the spear. Mumtaz, Kaku, according to the Ramayana, Khatija, and others from the religious sectors, women from the beginning of time was considered evil, but God blessed them and saved them, that modern day women can say you lucky. But let us not go back into the past so much. I blame the white race for one thing, and they could kill me. They should have never went to Africa and bring you all out, nor India and bring you all out. What would have become of y'all today in this world? What would become of India? I don't hear the Chinese talk. They were slaves too. They built the railroad in America. According to history, I was made to understand, it could be alleged, they couldn't pay the Chinese as a Kale coolie. They sealed the cave or where they were digging for the train, the tunnel, and killed all of them. According to what I heard, it's alleged. But they still got to question it. My friend, get y'all ass off of this slave talk, and let's talk about the future. What have you have to give to your children being a black mother or father? But that was a good man, effing devil. And you was an Indian. Oh, Jagan was so good. The man was like Gandhi. Well, Gandhi was a hypocrite. Okay? So if he was like Gandhi, another hypocrite. Friends, nothing personal. When I see all my black relatives and friends and women and children are suffering in Guyana, you cause it on yourself because you vote race. You did not vote the future. And Guyana is an Amerindian country, like how you talk about Africa. You must speak about what you have done to the Amerindian in their own effing country. Some of you say they run in the bush. Well, if they run in the bush, they see danger. That's why. Because they bring you all out to the bush too. And you Indian. I am telling you all this because this world don't look like it got long. Guyana, I said, God, give a tidal wave or an earthquake in Guyana, kill out the wicked. Some people call me and say, Karayab, I don't do that. Guyana got 2 diseases. This generation got to die out in Guyana before that name come out. Me say, what is this, uncle and auntie? They say, brother and brother, my Jagan, Coolie and black people call me and tell me that. They say them disease worse than cholera. Worse than malaria, filaria. And today, y'all are talking. You, the young generation, you young women, take an education, and I tell you here today, try hard not to get pregnant to make children, because the time ahead is very hard. I'm telling you, I'm not saying have an abortion, because my mother should have done that, but she bring me to face up in the hall. And my son, Anthony Snow, was wrongfully imprisoned by black police and magistrate and prosecutor or judge. We got your name though, you know. We got it. Want y'all to know that clear. We are not going to take it. It's only time. You will not be as a judge and a magistrate forever. And if you live long enough to get old, my blood might be your effing doctor or the nurse that tending to you. I hope you know what I mean. But you see my hands? We won't touch you. We let the disease kill itself. Because y'all are racial. And you Coolie, you Indian. Y'all are so treacherous, devious, presumptuous, wicked, and covetous, and ungrateful at the same time. I don't think God can get plenty of y'all up in heaven. Because anywhere you Indian live, y'all fighting for land. The black people from Guyana and the black people from the Caribbean, Jamaica, all about live in Brooklyn for many of years. I ain't see no street named Jamaica. I know one in Queens, but that was named by the white people who take the people country. Jamaica, Queens. But we got little Guyana. Is it Dutch, French? Or is it British, which is Republic? So Mr. Ali, this is Ramadan month. May Allah be on your side. Change the constitution. You have the ability to do it. Stop listening to people that no man is above the law. Not a president, not a prime minister, not a judge, a magistrate, or police officer. And check up upon the surveying department, the courthouse for housing, for land dispute, and anyone who are robbing land, and it proved that they're wrong, or a judge take bribe, or a lawyer offer bribe, and take a wrong decision, I am calling you make the law, they must be executed. A thief is a disease. In Arabia, where you're calling the people to do business with you, are they calling you? They cut out your hands of the thief, but the king prince is still there. It looked like those who thief plenty is honorable, while the small thief are miserable. I call upon y'all to wake up quick. Whatever crime y'all commit shall come against your children and your grandchildren. Jesus said it better. Y'all kill him. Y'all want to kill Muhammad. Y'all kill all the prophets that came, the disciples. And today, y'all are talking about slavery. You in the Caribbean and elsewhere, stop condemning the modern generation in Africa. They didn't do it. They're educated. And started to look back and do what is right. for humanity. Stop screwing the women them, pregnanting them, and calling them your child mother bitches. Like you, the Indian, get drunk, chopping them up, burning them with fire water, and burning their house. The law must be strong to represent the future mothers for the generation. And the opium man all must be arrested and charged. But then that is why I will be Guyana, because y'all might call me that to charge me. And I might got to make the whole country go in darkness. Alright? Or y'all die one after the other. But there are 3 or 4 parliamentarians will soon depart from Guyana. And I don't mean on a jet plane, death. But before they die, they will be an example to many of you. So I call upon you all to stop the bullshit. Unite. No more squatters and renters. Give the people land to build a house. 50 to 75,000 US. And in Springland, next to the police station, several reports is coming to me. Loud music, the old people can't sleep. And when they call the Springland police station, you never get carried them right donkey, you fool, a horse. Because y'all are wicked. There must be a law in the country to protect the senior citizens and others. All rum shop must close down by 9:30, 10 o'clock. No more whorehouse. Because plenty women, instead of being wife, they become social whores to the men who are cheating. May God be with all of you here today. I call upon you to unite for National Front government. No government minister is above the law. Learn from Brazil and the indigenous people. And before I go, let me make this clear to you, Mr. Ali. Don't get involved with South Africa, Saudi Arabia, India, and China on behalf of that change of currency. Gaddafi tried, and they killed him in a gutter. Please, my brother, America gets what America wants. Have a good day, and may God be with all of you. And before I go, I am your host, George Correa. Thank you.